Down no more. And if you don't know where to find me, I'm looking. I'm looking for the silver lining. The silver lining. And I don't know where I'm hoping.
Hey friends, hey, this is Womanology. It's been a minute, but I am Chloe, your girl, and this is
Ria. How y'all doing?
Yes, and this is Womanology, where we talk about everything woman, from us being mothers.
Mothers, parents, spirituality,
Yes, also mental wellness, our femininity,
parenting,
dating, which is really big for both single
finding
women.
that husband.
Yes, we are single black females in this world.
And love. We talk about
Love,
love.
yes, we talk about it all, but it's coming from the perspective of two school psychologists.
Correct.
So the study of woman is womanology. Okay,
All
so
right,
so how we always start this
I wonder
off.
if Sarah
Go
Lawrence
ahead.
has a degree in womanology.
Who is it?
Sarah Lawrence does. I felt like they did. They have to.
Oh,
right?
that's awesome.
Wouldn't they have to have one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. I'm sorry, that just
No,
popped up.
no, you're fine.
I was just thinking.
Tie it all together. Tie it all in.
Yeah. Only reason because Sarah Lawrence used to be an all girls school before they, that's why I said that. But go
Okay.
ahead.
No, you're good. But with womanology, we always started off with how we're feeling. I always want to check in with my friend, which I hope that is something that kind of transcends past this moment, that other people do, is just check in with their strong friend, or the people you may not talk to every single day, but just check in like, hey, how you doing? Not just saying hi, but actually checking in and being like, where
How
you
are
feeling
you doing? What
in
are you
this
feeling?
moment? And maybe sometimes, what do you
How's
need?
your heart?
How's your spirit? I say that to a lot of my friends too, because our spirit, we can put on a smile, you know what I'm saying, very quickly, and be like, someone say, how you doing? You be like, oh, I'm okay. But your
Right.
spirit, your heart be in turmoil.
Exactly.
So,
That's
or
like,
it could
how's
be
your spirit?
elated.
How's your
Yeah.
heart?
Exactly. So how we check in with each other through womanology is asking about our emojis. So I actually just took a look at them, because typically my friend has many, 3, 4, 5, and usually I only have one. Yeah. But there's a lot of things happening in my life right now that we are in both of our lives that we'll be sharing with you soon, that I have a lot of emojis today. So I was just looking through. So the first one, I will say, it's like a very slight smile, but the eyes are kind of watering. Just because it's a big transition, it's a big change happening, and your girl is always emotional. Okay, I'm a Pisces, so I wear my feelings on my sleeve. Then it's which other one did I see? The one with the hearts around it, because I do feel a lot of love. So that encompassed the other one when I was talking about the hug with the hands.
Yeah.
The exhale, because girl, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Well, we're pushing through. And breathe out. Exactly. Come on, St. Louis. And just the yoga stance, just because I want to take in this moment. As fast paced as it is, last night, what I was saying was that some wave of peace came over me. And yeah, I just want to just rest in this moment, because it's going to only take off from here. So even more so. So yeah, friend, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling good. So, I have 2 emojis.
Okay.
And it's just 2. So it's like the girl doing a cartwheel. Like emotionally, I just feel like so excited, like so happy for my friend. I feel so good.
Likewise.
And then like the dancing lady. So like she's just dancing and just have a little party.
Is this the one with the dress, the red one? Okay.
She's dancing, has a little
She give me
party
very
in
much
her
salsa. You know what I'm
head,
saying?
like,
She
just,
be doing that
like,
thing.
yes. Just me energy. And I love that.
Yes,
so I just
for
have
sure.
Those 2. And if, I don't even know if Apple made like a proud emoji, but I guess if they did make one, no, I'm not gonna say it because they're gonna take my idea.
I was about to say, it's not proud like Black and I'm Proud. No.
No, I want like a proud, like a proud emoji. Like I got it in my head.
What it would look like? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it ain't on none of those.
Okay, we're gonna copyright that. We're gonna send that
That's what I
forth
said.
and
We
see
got
what
it.
happens.
Exactly. 'Cause it ain't none of those.
Okay.
But now I feel good. Like I feel like I feel good.
Good. I'm
Yeah.
happy for you. Again, we talking about change, new beginnings, transitions, and I'm happy that we're able to smile through it. Because sometimes those transitions and phases in your life can kind of take you.
They
So,
take you to a spot. I was reading and listening to something during transition. It was somebody talking about transitions. And during transitions, even though they're difficult, that sometimes you need to be content in that difficultness and content in that transition when you're not sure what can happen next.
Yeah.
Or you're uncomfortable on what can happen next. So just breathing in, breathing out, and just allowing things to just happen.
Yeah, naturally how it's meant to be. Because sometimes we can really get in our own way of trying to predict and plan for the future so much that we either miss the moment that's happening right now,
we miss
or
it.
we just stir it up, and that's not what God intended for us. So.
Exactly. We miss it or we messed it up.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
friend, what's your transition?
So my womanology friends and babes, a really big transition is that I am moving from St. Louis to Texas. Exactly. This is a big time a long time coming, because I've spoken about it to my close group of friends. My desire to live away from St. Louis. I think I've had the desire since high school. I wish I had went away for college after high school. I ended up going to SLU here in St. Louis just because they offered me the most money. I didn't want to put a financial strain on my parents, but I wish I would have taken that leap and just gone. But the time has come now, and something I've been praying on since last October.
And you're still young, and you can still enjoy it.
Exactly. And my daughter isn't too old where we both can enjoy this new phase that's going to be coming. But yeah, moving to Texas, and that means new job, new place to stay, just new environment. But I have some amazing people down there, which gives me a sense of home. So that was another benefit and factor that kind of played a role in me transitioning there specifically. But yeah, that's huge. I'll actually be leaving, so I'm not sure when this will air, but maybe by the time it airs, I would already be gone.
Already settled in your
on
place.
Saturday. So I have 3 more days here. And we've had this moment. we just had this moment this past weekend.
This past
brunch.
Weekend, yes. And I was like, no, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
We'll be okay. Yeah. Because it's my sis, for real. This my sister. I can call her and she'll come. And it'll be no questions asked or anything like that. So it's just but I'm so excited for her. And like I said, I'll see you next month.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to be coming back and forth because, Texas always stuff going on.
Exactly. So, and it's an hour flight. An hour and 20.
Yeah. About an hour and a half flight. So instead of just being a call, I'll be a flight away. But I got you, girl.
Right, because I'm not doing no drive.
Right.
We hate road trips.
Yeah, I do. But, we got to do what we got to do. Yeah. So I'm literally shipping all of my stuff down there and I'm driving. And I typically don't like it. I actually do like driving.
Yeah, you said you did.
But that extended period of time, child. So I got somebody helping me do that. And thank you to my Buddha for that.
Right.
You are a
shout out to her.
Yes. So this transition.
Because I'll catch a flight to Kansas City.
I know, you're so funny. But yes, child. But I'm excited about it. There are moments where I've been very tearful about it just because my family is here. My close friends are here. And it's just a new beginning. And then I'm thinking about my daughter and how she's gonna, she's resilient. So I know she'll be fine. But, you always got to check in with your kids, too. Because you want to know how they're feeling. Because sometimes they'll just follow us. Of course, they trust us. But it's how are you feeling?
They have unwavering trust in us.
Yeah, they really do.
Sometimes I just be winging it.
Baby, I heard that just recently. Literally, I'm just out here just winging it. Top of the dome. See if this lands or not. Seriously. But thank by the grace of God, we've done very well.
Right. Now
parents.
I'm happy about it.
And that's a nice little segue because you
my my Bam Bam,
Yes.
my one and only,
Mm-hmm.
is going to school. He's going to college. He is going to a university. He got scholarship money. He is staying on campus.
Yes.
So I can't
She's
say
stressed that
it.
he is staying on campus.
I can't say it because, you know, he's 18, y'all. So he's just like, I don't want to be mentioned. I don't want to be this. I don't want to be that, because y'all know he 18. He think he grown. So it's one of those things. So I can't tell you. I can't say this. But yes, he's staying on campus. He's in a really good school. And he got scholarship money. So that's a transition in itself. So that's like, what do I do now? Because for so long, for like 18 years, all I've been was a parent.
Yeah.
Even when I was a child, I was a parent. So it's just like, what happened?
But the thing is, you're not going to stop being it. It's just going to be
a different type of parent.
Yeah.
Or a different type of, he'll need me in a different type of way.
In a different type of way.
Yeah.
Y'all need each other in a different type of
I
way.
know. So yeah.
But that is, 18 is like that, like, oh, we gotten over this big
This hump.
you know, and it's like a
Oh
new
my
phase,
gosh.
an exciting phase, because now it's like he's coming into his own.
Oh my gosh, he is so coming into his own. Like my son, he like dresses, he has his own style, like his own. It's really weird, but it's cute in a way. Like he doesn't like when I look at him and he say, "Oh, you're so cute," and he gets mad.
Like, I'm grown.
I'm grown.
I'm not cute.
I'm grown. And then like he'll be like, "But you
Yes,
know I'm
handsome.
fine." Or like he'll say things like that. He was like, "I look good in suits." Like he'll say
Come
things
on, confidence.
because he
I
a
love
grown.
it.
In his mind, he a grown man. So of course, that's what a grown man would say.
Yeah.
But to me, he's my baby. So I'm like,
He
"Oh, you
always
look so
gonna be.
adorable."
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "What do you mean?"
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, he's like at that point where he can now make his own decisions. Of course,
Yes.
I pray that he continues to consult, because you know you have a lot of
Yes.
wisdom.
You want to know something? He still does consult.
Good.
Literally, and I don't like force it or anything
Yeah.
like that, but he will like come out the blue.
But that's a testament
and
to your
still-
relationship,
and still
that
consult.
trust, you know, and he trusts you. And
Thank
it's so
God for
funny.
that.
I see TikToks and little video or reels or whatever of these grown people calling their mom like, "Mama, like how many pills I take, or what's my social
Mark.
security number, what's my this, what's my that," and
Bam.
I be bugging up, because that's how we were. Like, yes, our parents prepared us for life. There's certain things like, girl, like, how do you boil this? How do you cook this? How do you do X, Y,
I
and Z for
definitely
life?
asked my mother a lot of cooking questions.
Yeah.
A lot of cooking questions. I definitely asked her a lot of those.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure.
Like, how I pay this bill? Like, how this come? How this work? You know, all of those things. And it's like, that's why I was saying, you'll never stop being a parent.
No,
it's
it's a
always going to
different-
be there, but just in a different way.
In a different way.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah.
allowing him to now kind of spread his wings.
I know. So I'm excited for him. I think this is a good transition for him and I, because we've literally always been together. Hip to hip, always been together. So I'm really excited for him to see different things, to know a different set of people. So I'm excited for that
And
too.
to trust himself. I think that is one of the things, like just thinking back to 18 when we graduated, going away to college and making certain decisions, making, you know, just not childlike decisions, but you know, not making the most wisest.
Childish.
Yeah. Or falling in love and all of those type of things. It's
You know
like,
what?
it's so innocent, you know? So
It's funny you mention that, because my son has a girlfriend, and he does. And you mentioned falling in love,
Yeah.
and that first heartbreak. I don't know.
that thing was a doozy for us, child.
I was just about to say, I don't know. I don't know how that first heartbreak gonna go for him, because I know him, and he got Rhea in him. So,
And then that's the thing, like even going away to school, like I just had this conversation with somebody, and I was like, if Cameron's in a relationship by the time she graduates, I would, not that I would encourage her to break up with them, but it's like, go to school free.
oh, I actually did encourage that.
Yeah,
I actually said that I think that you should be single, and I think you should, learn how to meet and mingle. But
You know, be so many people, and I'm not sure if she'll be going to the same school.
no,
or
you know, she's
whatever.
not even.
She hasn't graduated yet. But it like even with that, like he gonna meet so many grown women.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm just like. I don't think.
Not to even put that on him like that, but you know, like you gonna
Wait a minute, and I just have to make this disclaimer, because just my baby is 6'3", and he's handsome.
Yes, he
so
is.
all y'all cougars, do not get into his.
And he got a bunch of aunties, and we will get you. Okay.
I just need to make that clear.
They come in. They gonna be rubbing their hands.
They rubbing
like
their hands like
fresh meat.
Well, you gone somewhere? He could be your son.
Exactly.
That's what I be feeling. They don't be caring.
They don't care.
But yeah, I want him to do that. I'm so happy you mentioned that because I think that you have a better experience in college when you're single starting off.
Yeah.
Because you get to be selfish. And it's okay at that young age to be selfish. And not care about other people's feelings. Like, you're going to be like at parties, having fun, doing what you need to do. And then your girlfriend calling you because you missed a 10 o'clock text message?
It remind me, what's that movie with Nick Cannon, Love Don't Cost a Thing, and Christina Milian? She was in high school, but her boyfriend was in college, and she like waiting by the phone and all of that. You don't want that type of pressure.
That's not fair to her.
Yeah.
That's not fair to her to be waiting on your 10 o'clock text message.
Exactly. Yeah. So
yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
We'll see how this goes.
A little tidbit of wisdom probably should go into that scene.
We'll see how this goes. We'll see. But I mean, make your own choices.
Yeah, for sure.
And we never know how the first semester going to come out anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, it's so many amazing things happening. And I'm just so thankful to God that I can smile during the process because I'm very organized, very type A. Organized. Like I make checklists, all of that type of stuff. But, moving in and of itself encompasses a lot of things, and doing that not just for me, for my daughter, even for my dog, like getting us all situated and things like that. It's been a task, and knowing that I'm doing that single, so I don't have anyone to really offset some of those responsibilities. It's been a lot, but we're here. God has kept us, and I'm excited. So
I'm excited.
The countdown is real right now.
So like, what emotions are you feeling?
All of them, baby.
Like what unknown emotions are you feeling? Are you like prepping for what's to come?
Yeah, most definitely.
Or you just letting it flow?
So I have my best friend there, my Buddha. I've said her name a couple times, and so she's close, maybe like an hour away from where I'll be staying. And then I have another great friend that's maybe 20 minutes from where I'll be staying. So I have that sense of community. Yeah. But it's like I'm excited because, Texas be popping with events. A lot of us black folk down there doing amazing things. So it'll be awesome to be around and surrounded by that energy. Yeah. So I'm excited about just spreading my wings in that way. But it's still that like scaredness of like, not knowing like how it's going to come and how things are going to show up. How will we adapt to everything? It's like I almost envision in my head like that first night staying in our new place, like what that's going to feel like and things. And I even told my so I'm very close to my family, and my oldest sister and my niece. It's like, okay, we all gonna be on FaceTime all the time, so I can still feel like I'm still
a part.
Yeah, of course. But it's gonna be a transition. But it's like now everyone just has another place to visit.
Yeah, I feel that way too. I guess I'm more so excited for you and proud that you were able to make this jump, make this move, because her and I have been speaking about not just Texas but just different places we will move to or whatever. And so I'm like really excited that what I'm saying, you got here, like you're here and you made the jump. Regardless on what happens, you did it.
I did it.
And so and then you have Connie, who's amazing, who's a really good best friend to you. Like really good friend to you. So like me being her other best friend, it puts my heart at ease because I know she's going to be in good hands.
Yeah, for sure.
And for like a friend, because like we're close, we're like siblings. So I would feel a little leery if she was going to a place that did not have like somebody to help you out. Like you see what I'm saying?
And that was one of the things, the drawing points is like I gotta go somewhere where I have a sense of community or a family. So it's like I'm not going strictly by myself. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. Or at least I don't have that comfortability with doing it. I guess I can, we're capable, but my comfortability, no, I needed somebody there for sure. So with you, you're gonna be an empty.
The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a show for 80s babies who were 90s kids. If you were a No Limit soldier, then this is your show. If you believe that Cash Money is not an army but was a Navy, this is the show for you. If you and your friends ever tried to sing a song written by Escape, In Vogue, Shy, or Boyz II Men at a talent show during middle school, this is your show. The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a bunch of 80s babies talking about all the songs and things that we loved when we were kids and teenagers. So if you went to the skating rink and you were at a lock-in, this is the show for you. If you think that Tevin Campbell was the original Prince of R&B, this is the show for you. If you don't understand the conflict between Monica and Brandy, but you're kind of on Monica's side and understand why Brandy got punched, this is the show for you. Make sure that you tune in, subscribe, click the little subscribe link. We're here. We're going to talk about all things 90s music. This is the show for you.
Nester. So, baby, you about to. Then this the part is like, dang, the timing of everything is something else. Just like, we could have been outside. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but, like, how does that feel? Like, you about to be an empty nester.
So, it feels different. So, I'm so used to coming home, cooking, making sure things are in order, and making sure.
Like a pimp.
What?
Pimp? No, the song Like a Pimp.
Yeah. Oh, like a. Put it out there now. Hey.
I can't move. Can't move too much. Can't move too much.
You're fine. Yeah, but that's true though. But
yeah, so that's my whole thing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be like that. I think for the first month, I'm probably gonna be in the house crying.
Girl,
I'm dead
make
ass.
me have to drive a fly down here.
Because I think I am, because
Yeah,
I'm just
naturally.
saying, like, because my normal for so long has been me and him. And then with Chloe, you know, we moved out early. Like, I had him, we've been on our own since baby was a little toddler. So we really didn't have nobody to, like, you know, help. Not saying help out, because I do have a wonderful village.
Yeah, you do.
But we really didn't have nobody staying with us. So he's really always been
It's just
there.
being y'all two. So it's like a new normal.
It's a very
And what
new
that would feel
normal.
like. So what are you digesting right now? What are you preparing yourself for?
So I'm gonna be real, like 100. I have not prepared. I have not prepared. I am still digesting that he will be living someplace else next month. So that's one thing. And I'm not necessarily like getting myself emotionally prepared. I'm just like, whatever flies, whatever flows, whatever things like that. I mean, I have other things coming up. So I am a board member at Ready Reader. So I'm one of the board members. So I have that. That starts up in September.
Okay.
So I know that's going to keep me busy. And yeah. So, but that's about it. Like, I haven't really wrapped my mind around it, because it is such a big transition for him and I that I'm not ready to deal with it. And I'm just gonna be honest, I'm just not ready to deal with it.
Yeah, it's interesting because my middle sister, both of her children now,
She's
one
a
has
real
graduated
empty
from college,
nester.
and my nephew is the same age as your son. Just graduated from high school, going to college, so she's an empty nester too. So it's like you have a new identity now, you know.
You definitely
and it's
do.
so interesting because for your whole adult life has been you and your son, and now it's still that, but it's like now he is here and you're here, and it's like. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not dealing with it very well. Meaning, and I don't want to say very well, like I'm crying at night. But what I mean is that I just have not allowed my mind to go there yet.
Yeah.
So that's like a big thing that I'm just not quite ready, because in my mind, you know, we still doing things, like we still got to pick schedules, we still got to pick classes, we still got to make sure things are in order. So we still doing things like that. And I'm like, okay, so I'm still in mommy mode, because he doesn't know what to do. So I think once we like have the truck graduation party that's coming up next month, then it would be more like.
And make sure you send me all that information.
More real.
I may not be able to come down, but
So it'll probably be like more real like that. So that's like a for real big thing.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, Mark has been gone out of town. So he went out of town for a graduation trip with his friends. So they went out to Florida, Orlando, Florida, and they had a ball. So it's like I kind of got a taste of it. Because he's never been gone that long. He was gone for a whole week. So he's never been apart from me for a whole week. So I kind of got a taste of it. And one thing I realized, and this is funny, and maybe you can relate, is that you really don't eat a lot when your kids are not there. No. And so, like, I remember my best friend, Dewana, she told me, she was like, as soon as my baby eat, I feel like the whole world has ate. And so you do feel like that. As soon as they have their meal, you feel like everybody has ate in the world. So I say that to be like, this is different.
It's interesting.
Something as simple as that.
Yeah, even the times like Kim is with her dad, or you know she's on a trip or anything like that. It's like I come home and be like, now what? Like
that's what I'm saying. It's like,
now what do I do? Even though we may not be out and about all the time, it just still feels like something's missing, you know. So
it definitely feels like something's missing, like my kangaroo in my pouch. It's gone. So it feels like that for sure.
But you'll adapt well. You both will. Adapt well.
I am. I'm concerned with him because he still asks me the most weirdest, immature things, and I just. You know, I answer, of course, but then I bow my head like, and you wanna. I was watching this one TikTok and I felt so much better. So their child went away to school, and so they did like a list of all the things that their kids asked them. What's my phone number, Mom? What's my social security number, Mom? What am I not supposed to eat after 7 p.m., Mom? And I'm like, if this isn't my kid.
Yes. I'm telling you, you're going to get them phone calls like, hey, I need to take some time now. How many do I take?
That's what I'm saying. If this isn't my kid.
I don't want you to overdose. You know what I'm saying? Like,
babe, it's Tylenol.
It's Tylenol.
It's Tylenol.
But yeah,
don't take
10. Like that. Or even like simple things like, I know we have our kids doing certain chores, but it's going to be like, washing clothes, like all of those like simple little things.
You know what? I am concerned about that because he has, you know, they have roommates or whatever. And so he consistently leaves juices out. He consistently leaves, like he doesn't put up like stuff all the time. And I go behind him and I do it if I don't feel like telling him to do it. And I'm just like, your roommate is going to... Whew.
Yes.
Your roommate is going to.
Even that part of like, you're going to have to be living. He's going to have to
nerves.
live with someone else and learn them.
Yeah.
Baby, because my first year, my goodness, was a doozy. Like, I got into it. We're really good friends now, but I got into it with my roommate. It got bad, child. And like, we're awesome now. We got cool now. It. But that first year, I remember, Mama, you need to come down here because I'm about to get her. Like, you know, it was stuff like that. Yeah. But it was so interesting. But yeah, we're going to pray all great things.
Yeah. But now the roommates are different. Like the pies are different. Like he has his own spot and then they meet in the kitchen and then they have separate bathrooms.
Oh, cool.
So it's like mini.
That's class.
It's like mini.
Yeah, privileged. I'm lying because my first year we had a bathroom in our room. It was the old hotel.
Yeah, so that's something. He has a bathroom in the middle and like a kitchen. So he has his own.
It's like a suite.
He has his own little spot. So they're really not sharing except for the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
And the kitchen, which I'm concerned about. Child.
Baby, in college, what was I eating? I was eating, of course, ramen noodles. I was eating ravioli out the can all the time, cereal. It was like struggle, but I had like a meal plan. But you know, the meal plans go quick.
That's what I'm concerned
so
about
teaching him how to budget and all of that.
Teaching him how to budget.
It's gonna be a lot. We need a checklist of stuff.
Teaching him how to budget because my son is bougie. Because he be like, Mom, can we get some sushi?
What had happened? Like, no.
Mom, I want to go get me some High Point burgers. Can you put some money on my card?
That part.
I just know my kids. So y'all pray for me and my wallet.
Right, exactly. It's okay, we got you.
Pray for me and my
We're
wallet.
gonna be sending them little stuff.
Yeah. So that's a big transition.
It is.
Just still being young but having a kid in college. Is
And
like
then
what
you
really
still
is.
are young, so you
Yeah.
still in like your prime, boo.
I know.
You really are.
I'm probably sleeping away.
For the first maybe a couple weeks, maybe.
For the first maybe couple weeks. But no, that's what's really been going on. So that's a big transition. And then we haven't talked much about health on this podcast, feminine health. So I think one thing that we also wanted to get in is just like when I talk about feminine health, I mean certain things that women go through as far as certain breast cancer, certain uterine cancer, certain things like that, certain tumors, benign and malignant. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. So certain things that we possibly need to go through that, and just to make sure that you take care of your health. And the reason why I mention all of those, because recently I had to have surgery to make sure that I was okay. They were benign tumors, but I'm okay. But what I'm saying is that sometimes you can neglect yourself so many times that you don't really realize that you should be selfish when it comes to your health.
Yeah.
And so that's a transition within itself. With me,
Changing
it's
your
because
perspective.
changing your perspective, being more self-care and being more selfish and aware about what I need and what's required, and staying on top of stuff.
Yeah, it's so many things that we do take for granted. I know sometimes for myself as well. I'm thin, I'm pretty active. So
and that's the thing, I stay. We both stay active.
Yeah, and I take for granted some of those things. It's like, no, I need to make sure everything's working the way that it should be. So there's a lot of preventative things for our mental and our physical being that we need to do and take part of. Not to say in any type of way that you didn't.
I know.
Like that, but it's like we really got to stay on top of it, because things can get worse or get, more detrimental to our health.
No, I'm happy that you brought that up, because we're both active. Those who know me know I walk and run all the time. That's really literally my exercise, and I go to yoga, and I'm still like this. Yeah. So as far as being active, yes,
for sure.
Yeah.
And going to those regular routine annual doctor's appointments,
exactly,
and stuff like that. I know we're at the age of I don't know. I am, because I had to have a procedure. Almost 10 years.
I think it was almost 10 years ago.
And I had a tumor
benign
from my breast, and from there it's like, I need to go get mammogram. Even my most recent one, she's like, make sure when you move, you get in
stay
touch
on
with,
top of it.
Touch of that, because even my family history is very prone for breast cancer. So on my father's side. So it's like, okay, I need to be more aware. And I've had genetic testing and all of those type of things done. But people need to sometimes hear it and can see someone like us, to be like, no, you need to be on top of that. And, even if you don't feel it, just make sure nothing hurts. I mean, you got the insurance, use it.
Right. And then also, if you don't have insurance, it's payment plans. And the one thing about Missouri is that they do sometimes, in certain hospitals and certain doctor's office will work with you when they know that you have certain type of issues that you need to you know what I'm saying, you need to be more aware of and take care of. And the only reason why I brought this up, because during this whole transitional period is that this has been a transition in myself, coming from being very active. Like I said, I'm a walker, runner, daily, or 4 times, 5 times a week, and I have been told to sit my ass down, and I hate it, y'all. I hate it, y'all.
Being still.
I hate it. I don't like it, but I need it.
Yeah, and finding the beauty even in the things that we either change our routines or just our lifestyle, i.e., the changes that are happening in our life. And there was something that I wanted to speak on because it touched me so much even last night. It's a quote. Hold on, let me pull it up really quick, because I wanted to share it with you specifically. What I had read, and I'll share the TikTok, because I ended up going and searching the guy. But it says, "What punishments of God are not gifts?" And this is from Stephen Colbert. He's a TV host, but he was being interviewed by Anderson Cooper. And he was talking about grief, and we've talked about that on one of our episodes. But it's like, what is the punishment if it is not a gift from God? It's like looking or changing our perspective, knowing that certain losses in our lives or changes in our lives aren't meant to break us, but how can we change that and see it the way God does? Because in some way He's preparing us for something greater, something bigger. And for me, with my loss, for those who don't know, I lost my parents in 2020. And I told you all that like I always wanted to move, but something kept me here. And didn't even understand why, but I just went with it. Okay, that's fine. But it's like, okay, at that certain time when I got into my career as a school psych, I was like, oh, I can really take this on. Like, I'm into what I really desire.
I enjoy it.
Passions for. It's like, oh, let me do it. And then I had to sit still because my mother got sick. So it's like, okay, if I had went away, I would have had to come back because I'm so close. Too much. It would have been too much. I'm so close to my parents, and it's like, okay, I needed to sit still. So with their passing, you try with any type of passing, any type of grief in your life, if that's from loss of job, loss of loved ones, friends, anything like that, we always, or most people, ask why. Like, why is this happening to us? And it's like, I never could fully understand, but I know what strength I have because of it. Yeah. So with that, it's like, okay, yes, there was a punishment, that was a blow, that was a heartache, a shattering of my spirit, losing my parents. But it's like, now I feel so equipped. I feel so sure of myself. Now, like, of course I have them in a different realm. I would love to have them here. Yeah. But it's like a gratitude of all aspects of life, the highs and the lows. And it's like taking all of those things that could have broke us and kept us down, we were able to rise from that and make something beautiful out of it. So it's like, oh my gosh, like I can do it now and I'm free. Nothing's really holding me back.
And they're still with you. And they're giving you that strength so you can feel that confidence in doing whatever you need to do.
Exactly. And I wanted to share that because I know that sometimes we look at life in certain ways and we don't understand why things are happening. Yeah. And it's so important for us to kind of take those times, like you said, to sit back and be still. Like, so that's what I was saying in this moment. Sit back and be still and allow us to evaluate how life is happening, why things have happened the way that they have, and be able to have a new outlook. Because I could have stayed down, I could have been depressed, baby, I could have did anything. But my daughter, I needed to be strong for her, but I needed to be strong for myself yourself first. And in this movie, it's like I'm fulfilling so many desires that's the part that makes it exciting. So it's like all of that stuff that happened wasn't in vain. It was preparation for me to be able to stand tall in this very moment. So it's like I'm thankful for like everybody like just giving me all the love. Even this past weekend at the brunch, just hearing people tell me how I've impacted their lives, and me even sharing with them individually how they've loved on me and been of support for me and my daughter. And it's like I'm able to spread my wings now. So similar to like how your son is, it's like we're all doing that right now. We're able to kind of live a little bit freer without so much stress or, restrictions.
I like that you say restrictions. I like that a lot because had you had moved in a time where you weren't able to, then you would have been restricted into really living out what you really wanted to do if you moved away.
Yeah, if I had done it any other time, it was like, oh, this is I needed to come back, and I don't know how life would have transpired, but it would have made me feel like, why did I leave? Like I shouldn't have never left,
Right, and you don't want that. And you don't want that because for this situation that you're in right now, for this big move that you're about to do right now, you want to enjoy it.
Yeah,
you want to enjoy it,
embrace all that God has
everything
bestowed upon me. Yeah.
Yes, and then of course we know it's going to be some type of uncomfortable moments.
Exactly, and one of the things I do. Even in my prayer time, it's like, God, help me manage it because it's not always going to be perfect. And life is not meant to be that way. But it's like, how can we pivot? How can we continue to lean into Him and ask for direction? And I feel like that's where I have grown the most is in my faith and in my spirituality and my relationship with God. That it's like, as long as I got that relationship,
you'll be okay.
I'll be okay.
I
regardless
know.
of what life throws
however
at
it
me.
turns out.
It's almost like okay, I can dodge this. I know how to better I'm very equipped to handle certain things now. But it's like before, baby, I was very much relying on my parents. It's like they were everything. It was almost like a crush, like a safety net. And it was like I was thrusted into depending only on me. And while it was scary, it was so necessary.
Yeah.
Especially to, embrace this moment. So,
No.
yeah.
And then also, what I want to remind you is that be okay with the sad moments and enjoy and stay in the moment of the happy moments.
for
Because,
sure.
The bad moments or the down moments or whatever you want to call them, those are temporary.
Yeah.
It's we got to get through
That's
them.
a big thing that is temporary.
It's temporary.
And sometimes we think of those things being as permanent because that's all
Those
we
are
can see
temporary.
in the moment, And sometimes, yes, we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but know that that's just an isolated moment in your life,
Right.
And it's not
the whole
totality.
picture. That's not the whole story. That's not the whole
Exactly.
picture. It's just a temporary moment.
Yeah.
And then also with happy moments are temporary too. So that's why just stay here. Live in that moment. Don't try to organize it. Don't try to, control it is the word I'm looking for. Be in there. Be in that moment and enjoy it. Because that moment, you probably can't get it back. Or you can't.
And it goes so quickly. So like live it, embrace it, and that's the biggest thing right now that I'm done just like existing. I want to live it out loud now. And that's in everything. That's in me communicating, even in dating. Like, this is what I require. This is what I need. And when you don't show me that, not to say I'm very cold-hearted, but it's so much easier now to be like, you're not for me. I'm sorry.
I like that because that confidence that you have built
Yeah.
within yourself, then you know how you're a picker, right? So you know how to pick appropriately.
Yeah.
When before, if y'all heard when we did our dating episode, we weren't able to pick. No, we did our heartbreak episode. We weren't able to pick appropriately.
Yeah.
But now it's okay.
Yeah.
We got that. And
Got
so
that type of
we growing
awareness
just like
now.
y'all growing. So yeah.
Yeah, we're evolving.
We
Come
evolving
on,
like y'all
Womanology.
evolving, because that's what Womanology does. That's what we do. And so so your picker has improved because you have improved.
Yeah, for sure. And just the love that I have for myself, and I'm just so proud of the both of us.
I'm super
for
proud.
have pushing through even when it got hard, you know. And again, that's where we talked about even friendship, of having that community of women.
Yes.
To not feel like we're going through life by ourselves.
Yes.
So it's nice that a lot of the aspects of our lives kind of mimic and mirror each other.
Which is fine.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, you going through it too, girl? Okay, good.
I got somebody to talk to.
Through it by myself, like
Yes.
decompressing or just venting or, just being a sounding board. Thank you so much for that, because without it
thank
would
you,
have
friend.
been lonely. It would have been even harder. So yeah.
Thank you, friend. I feel that same way for you. And then, like, what we always stress here at Womanology, having that good girlfriend is truly what you need for friendship. Like, my mom, when Chloe came to see me when I was just recently out the hospital, and my mother even said that. She was like, oh, I got a good girlfriend too. Like, having that good girlfriend is, you will never know. They will take you through hardships. They will cry with you. They will laugh with you.
Rejoice with you. Yeah.
So you need that. So here at Womanology, like, find you that good girlfriend.
Yeah,
find
for sure.
it for you, for
It's
your
so
health.
important. Yes.
Yes.
That's a good segue. For your health. Yes.
For your health.
Yes. For your mental and everything. Your emotional well-being is so important to have that community. For
Okay.
sure.
So my last question for your transition.
Yes.
So I guess what I really want to say is, after you have put everything in place and you've moved and everything, do you feel like you can, like, finally breathe and start a new path?
Yeah, I
Is that
really
what
do.
it feels like?
It's funny. So two things.
Okay.
Because my daughter, she's 15, and she was like, "Mama, I can truly take on a whole new persona now." She's like, "I could be totally a whole new person. No one even know."
Love
and she
that.
was like, "You know what?
That
You really
is
can."
a level
You know
of
how-
emotional
Yes,
maturity
yes.
that most kids don't even strive
Yes.
to get to.
She was like, I can really just be myself. Like, I could just be whoever and take on this this whole new.
I
Not saying
love
she's faking
that.
it, but sometimes you have to fake it to make it. So it's like she's
Oh, yeah, sometimes you have
saying
to
that
fake
in
it
a
to
way that is sounds so free, you know. And it was so awesome that she said they were so excited.
I'm excited just listening to
Yeah.
it.
So when you say, like, embracing that moment, it's like, yes, I will be able to breathe. This is a new beginning, and yeah, it will be starting anew, like in all different ways in
New
my
chapter.
career. Of course, of being a new school district, the systems and procedures are different. The terminology is different, so it's like I have so much to learn, but it's so much room to grow, you know. And that's what I'm excited about, just pushing myself, because I don't know where I'll be in another year, 5 years, and what I may take on for myself.
And that's okay.
But I'm willing to embrace it. I'm excited about embracing that journey. So
Yeah.
yeah, most definitely.
And that's okay not knowing.
Yes.
Because
But breathing through
breathing through it. And then some
Yes.
things do work themselves out.
Yeah,
Like
they
a
do.
lot of stuff work itself out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just your trust and your faith in God. A lot of stuff will work itself
Yes,
out.
it will.
So,
So,
yeah.
I mean, it's new beginnings. Yes, they may be scary at first. Like I told y'all, it started in October. Me
Yeah.
talking to a recruiter, and it was like everything I prayed for, like, was everything she said I could obtain down in
Yeah.
Texas. And it's like, okay, why not? So taking the test, you know, doing all of this stuff, because that test was a doozy. I mean, like, it was something else, but it was super hard. But like, all of that, like, I got through it, and it was like, okay, God, you got your hand in it. Okay, like, sometimes you feel like, am I forcing this, or is God birthing this for me? And
You
it's like, the way
sometimes-
things happen, there is no way, like,
Yeah.
I did it all on my own.
I agree with you, but even if it was a little forced, the thing is with God is that He would like catch you.
Oh, for sure.
Regardless.
And he'll just redirect it, like, hey, nope, not right now, because I tried it. I started taking the test back in 2021.
Yep.
After my parents had passed.
Yep.
I was like, oh, I need something different. I
But
need to
you
get up
weren't
out of
ready.
St. Louis. And God sat me down. He was like, sit still. You're not going to pass this test, and there's no way you can go.
Yeah.
And he blocked it. And even in now, I was like, why? But it's like, oh, because, girl, you weren't ready emotionally. I would have had a nervous breakdown
You
if
weren't
I would have
ready in
went then.
2021.
You know what I'm saying? So,
But you ready now.
I'm ready. Your girl's ready. Ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And ready to take my peoples with me. Like, I don't, you know, she's here now. But I'm
She
going to be
keeps saying-
reeling her in to come
She
down to
keeps
Texas with
saying
me.
to take me to take. But
But yeah, well, we're
I
going
don't
to
know.
figure it
We'll
out.
see. We'll
But we're going to
figure
figure
it
it out. So we may have a different format, you know. Of
Oh,
course,
yeah.
because we'll be in 2 different states.
Yeah.
But we still going to be coming at you.
we still are. So Womanology,
Yes.
hit us up on our Instagram page, Womanology_podcast.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to get it active, try to get some questions going. You know, your girl been kind of under, and then you know your other one been moving. So you know
Right,
things
we
like
been
that.
busy,
We been
child.
busy, honey.
Help us.
But yeah, so this is Rhea. My IG is Rhea_Dakota_.ed.s. So that's my IG. Be cool, because I've been blocking a lot of people though.
I know that's right.
Be cool.
Yes, for sure. But I'm Chloe, yours truly _Chloe on Instagram. And yeah, check us out as we continue growing, evolving as women.
Yeah. Oh, and if
Yes.
y'all got questions, just let us know. We'll answer them too.
Yes, but this is Womanology.
All right, y'all. Bye.
See ya, bye.
Niggas ask the questions and shit. That's what niggas do. So, you know,
Funny.
if you know, kids like me, though, you know, if I wanted to get at you, how would it feel?